So hopefully, most of you have been following the op block drama. If not, I'm going to try and briefly summarize some of it. If you want more detail, I posted a video on my channel earlier today. You can go watch that, but I'm going to briefly summarize it. There is this guy called the op block, Falgi. He's a commentary channel who used to be a researcher for a bigger channel called FPS Diesel. And in the past week or so, after he had a bad take about a drama to do with Slyboy and Turkey Tom's accusers, people latched onto him and started going after him. In the process of that, Morale has extracted huge amounts of dirt on this guy from women he's been sexting on Discord. When I say he's been sexting, I mean both Falgi and Morale, because these are women that they've both been sexting. And so Morale has got a lot of leaks about Falgi from them. So he's collected a lot of information and been drip feeding it out in his stream over the last week, just basically epically owning Falgi. And it's been really awesome. It's been very funny. And there's all sorts of bizarre sexual things going on with this guy. And it's all very funny. You should go have a look at it. But I'm not going to go into huge detail now. What you need to know is that Beckett did a stream about this and didn't cover any other sexual allegations or anything like that. Anything that was actually funny. He instead focused massively on this mod and employee drama. Now, I thought some of them were unpaid when they were actually paid for different stuff, but regardless, the point is that Becky was grandstanding massively about this quite minor Janny and staff drama, when it's like literally even the money that is being thrown around, I think, is like pennies, really, because it's all like work for tiny channels. So, with that in mind, I took Becky a bunch last night. I spent like an hour just talking about how much Becky f***ed this up, how awful the stream was, because I watched like most of it and I was very disappointed. And so Becky messaged me while I was streaming on Kick, and he sent me a long DM. I was like, too much text, call in. So he called in. So this is that conversation. Let's take a look. Yeah, I'm good. So you saw the coverage earlier.
Oh, I saw like a clip of it, and I would literally just clicked on it. It was like, Beckett is so gay for this, and he cares too much. And I was like, yeah, I know where this is fucking going.
Okay, I went for about an hour at least. So there's a lot.
I mean, again, like we know each other for ages. I'm not taking any of this personally. I just think it's, we haven't talked in a while, and I know you've been covering some of this, so I think we're probably going to agree a fair amount. Some things we might not do. But...
Yeah. So basically, I was saying that you covered like the least interesting part of the entire thing for 6 hours. The
least funny part. I'll say that.
It's the least interesting part and the least funny part. It's the least everything part. It's literally, it's not even the most indicting part on his character. It's not even the most indicting part in terms of behavior in drama spaces or as a content creator. Like, so I think you do cover this part briefly, but really your stuff was about the Killjoy thing from what I saw. But like the like exclusivity with contractors that you're barely paying is like worse than any stupid moderator shit or something like that. Like that's far worse if you're just talking about like creator business faux pas than any shit you do with your unpaid journeys.
Like, so he was also doing this with KJ, his researcher. Like, but this was also an.
Is KJ paid?
Yeah.
Okay, KJ paid.
Yeah, KJ is not just some freelance mod. KJ has done research for like 100,000 sub YouTubers, and he's like, and Falgi was fucking with his business.
So what, you're saying that Falgi was telling people that this guy, people that he works for, that this guy is a doxer, etc., and that was causing him problems.
It was spread through his group. Yeah. It's caused massive fucking issues. It also like fucked up another project KJ had with like this D&D thing he wants to do, which had like I think like significant money poured into it for art assets. Work had gone into recording. It like fucked
the D&D shit I don't care about, because anyone that's like setting up D&D stuff expecting to make literally any of that money back ever is like deluding themselves in the first place.
But it's still like fucking with someone else's content, Kuihman. Right? It's still fucking with someone else's
content. What do you mean fucking with their content? What do you mean? I don't. It's not about it being shit content. It's about that money's wasted. That money is just wasted. You've spent that money on leisure stuff for leisure purposes, and one of your friends has pulled out. And that's not. I'm retired. No one's D&D game ever takes off. If you're spending money on D&D shit, that is money gone. This is just absolutely true. Anyone that argues this is just like totally retarded. And the idea that Beckett even brought it up to me, I was like, bro, come on, man. Come on now. It's not a serious business venture. No one can actually think That's a serious business venture. You're fucking kidding yourself. I fucking, try to spin this as some business shit is fucking retarded.
Okay, sure. Well, they thought of it as a business shit, so whatever. But
They're
whatever.
so delusional. Yeah, Q. They spend money getting like a bunch of assets produced and like OCs drawn and all this shit. They should not be running a business in the first place.
Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. I mean, KJ like obviously cares about the D&D stuff, but yeah, let's just focus on like the reputational stuff for somebody who's doing work for other people in this space. KJ has worked for other content creators. He worked who are significantly bigger than Oplog. And also there's the general hypocrisy thing.
Yeah, basically there's this big series called Critical Role where a bunch of like voice actors from games and cartoons and all this shit started doing like a D&D campaign that's like all acted and all this shit, and they do like animations for it, and that got super popular with all like the super queer D&D types. And so that started like this huge genre of people doing D&D games and try to like emulate that. And it's like no one with anything better to do with their time, any actual, good interests, is spending any time looking at fucking Critical Role in the first place. So the idea that anyone's gonna watch dog shit imitations is just total fantasy.
These are the very things that Falgi went at Tyler for, because Tyler did the same shit to KJ that Falgi has just done. Like Falgi freaked out at Tyler.
Deep.
I was pissed off as well, to be clear, because Tyler did literally this to KJ. So there is elements and layers here. I'm not just be like, he kicked us mod.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back. I'm trying to remember what else I said earlier. 1 minute. So you're saying that KJ is paid, and you were annoyed over the lying about doxing stuff because that could fuck with KJ's business.
It could also fuck with me, right? Beckett keeps around a doxer and protects him. Yeah, because it's also like a reputational attack on me that he spread throughout
Giselle.
like like my mod team and to my admins, and was like, oh, I don't know why Beckett's keeping this doxer around.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing is the idea that you're saying it's weird that my mods became his mods without me knowing.
It's weird. It's not like a damning indictment. It's just like a little bit fucking odd, man.
I just don't think that's odd at all. Like, is someone being a mod really that deep? Do people really give a fuck? Like mods, yeah, there are a lot of common mods around a lot of people's chats and Discord because.
I obviously don't give a fuck. I don't even talk.
But you did give it. You did kind of.
No. Hold on. No. I barely talk to my mod team. That's what caused part of this. I care because Falgi cares, and he clearly cares about having my mods as his mods, and then didn't tell me. And that's like, okay, so what the fuck are you doing here? Why are you hanging around with key people from my community?
But I mean, I would never tell someone. But but you're saying it's weird because you seem like you said pretty clearly. It was weird that they became his mods without you knowing.
Okay, so I should clarify. It is weird that he took my mods and like people like who were running my community and ended up in a chat with them all that I did not know about, that no one told me about, where he's talking shit about me and other people are talking shit about me. That's weird. I don't mind the shit talking. It's just weird to do that, right? This is my friend Beckett, who I do content with. By the way, fuck Beckett. To Beckett's mod team, yeah, that's weird.
If you want to say Falgi's being two-faced, I agree with that. But the idea that the moderator stuff and any of the stuff you just said that involves moderators or anything like that is.
I'm not mad at the mods.
No. But I'm saying so, yeah, the details, the fact they are moderators or the fact they're your moderators, literally has like no bearing on why that's a problem in my mind when you're saying that to me. It's not for you to say. It's weird that my mods became his mods. That's not weird. That's not remotely the weird. The weird part, if you want to call it weird, is Falgi being two-faced, and that's not to do with him having the mods. It's to do with the way he's speaking about you behind the scenes and the way he would speak to you to your face. If he's saying things to these moderators that he wouldn't just say to you or isn't raising with you, then I mean he's being two-faced. I understand why you would say that's weird. But to say it's weird my mods became his mods, no, that's not weird at all. And I can't imagine, I have the same mods as other people, and other people have the same mods. I can't imagine, like, Freddie Woods is a mod for me and Gamma. I found that out the other day. And
So
speaking
here's the
about this,
difference, though.
I would never expect Gamma to tell me. I would never expect
Yeah,
Gamma to come tell me.
But there's like, okay, so the reason it's weird, and again, like when I was in Pole or if I was in your community, I wouldn't, because it's like it's whatever. But like we're dealing with a really parasocial community, and
Your community.
Falgi cares.
Your community.
No. Well, I mean,
your
sure,
mods, your mods, Opbox
Okay.
mods, Opbox community, your community. That's all one thing. The ACC.
Yeah, sure. So the reason I care. Okay, so let me just give you the dynamic of what my mod team looked like. I didn't talk to my mods. That's why they ended up having grievances with me, because I didn't talk to them. I barely talked to these people. That's like one of the big like grievances against me. I've been described as cold and distant, which is fucking gay. But basically, Falgi cares. Falgi and Cloudy are in this mod call going, we want to build this big Discord. Falgi gives a shit. So I'm like, well, if he gives a shit, and you can take the Two-Face thing, is this part of the Two-Face thing? He's like, well, I want to undercut Beckett's community. It's not like I feel slighted by the mods. I don't give a fuck. Do what you want. But this is somebody who I work closely with, who seems to be like trying to find little ways to fuck me over. It's just weird, right? If you had somebody close to you, and it's like not just modding for another community, but you found out that they were, I don't know, like a key.
So it feels to me like a lot of what Beckett's saying in this conversation is like reasonable, but it it just doesn't seem like what he was saying on his stream. It feels like he's saying something different and more developed to me now in this conversation last night versus what he was saying on his stream the night before.
Key chatter or an oiler, and they spent their time like getting to know that person and then pulling them into their community when like talking shit about you. It's not like a damning indictment, Kuihman. I just find it a bit weird is all.
Yeah, but I just don't think that like I say, it's not.
Is this a defined weird moment?
Everything? No, it's not about define weird. It's everything you're saying about it being weird or being bad or whatever is totally irrelevant to the role of moderator. When you say that they became his moderator without me knowing, it doesn't make any sense to call it weird to me. And you harped on like sort of similar topics, it felt like, while I was watching for a while, where it feels like you're saying that there's a lot of very intricate community stuff going on, and that seems to be what you care about. And that's not really the indicting or weird part. The bad and weird part is Falgi's character, Falgi's behavior.
Yeah.
And that's it the whole way. But you seem to talk a lot about the dynamics and the roles and how what those rules should be, when I don't think those rules are really there in the way you're saying.
Yeah, so I think a big part of this, and I said this in the DM, like I had a general thing. That's why I was really distant to my mod team, and because I've seen what happens in Twitch poll where you're all like buddy with your mods, right? And you need them for every decision, and you can't fucking function without them.
Yeah, you wouldn't know anyone like that, would you?
No, I wouldn't know anyone like that. It's crazy.
That's about Stardust, guys. In case that one's going over your head, that's a comment about Beckett's ex-girlfriend, Stardust.
Basically, my thing was like, don't bring drama to my door. So when this happened in August, part of the big reason I was pissed at Falgi was I basically said, hey, you're having this gay little community drama, and I have to hear about it. And it's causing issues, and people are DMing me about it. I don't want to hear about it, Falgi. It's fucking gay community shit. And when this happened, part of if I am looping on a stream, that's a fair criticism. But I'm more pissed that I've been dragged into this. I didn't want to get involved, not because I don't want to criticize Falgi, but because this is fucking gay. I agree with you. It's really annoying that this has happened.
Okay, but this whole thing of I'm pissed off, I get dragged in. Everything you're expressing to me right now is a product of being too involved in the first place. Like you're saying, because this only matters to you because you're invested. If someone tried to quote unquote drag me in or I imagine Chud into Discord drama, it's like I don't care, because I fall out with any of these Discord retards. Who cares? Like who gives a fuck if I fall out with X6217X?
Yeah, I don't care that my mod's left. That's fine. It's whatever. I do care about the KJ stuff. He runs my clip channel. Yeah, that does drag me in. And I said this when Dick has read out the DM from Cloudy, where it's like, yeah, KJ's a dox, I was like, okay, well now fuck, I have to deal with it because he's known to be associated with me. So that's what I mean when I say I'm getting dragged in by this like weird gay shit. Because if it had just been mod drama and just been like this little community event Discord thing, which I've known about for a week and a half,
I haven't fallen out with David as far as I know. That's my example. That's my example of like the sort of characters that he's bringing up. You know, like Killjoy or whatever the fuck.
Right? I didn't go live and talk about it. And I wasn't like, oh, we need to talk about the fucking group chat. I don't fucking care.
But
once
okay,
KJ
but then it
got
feels like
involved,
it does just feel like, okay, so I understand not wanting to get dragged into stuff that could hurt your reputation with other creators and publicly. But then the solution is simple, and it shouldn't be one that pains you particularly. It's just rape Falgi. Like that's just the immediate response is, oh, Falgi's smearing me and the people I hire in order to fuck over my business. Well, I have to rape this guy.
So there's another thing. There's the reason the stream is as long as it is. Because there has been this campaign of information, when I just remodded KJ, because originally I wasn't going to talk about this at all. I was just like, I just remod KJ. He's back, like in the community, he's back on staff or whatever. Fuck off if you don't like it. But I couldn't do that because so much of the community has heard this through this little group because they're fucking friends with everyone. So it's like, why is KJ back? And I was getting loads of shit, basically, and loads of concern. So I had to do a full breakdown over the last 6 months to explain to everyone that they've been lied to by these retards behind the scenes. That's why. Because I'm not just clearing.
I don't buy that because there were like 700 people watching your stream, and most of the
I didn't expect 700 people.
Most of the chat had no idea, and they were all just saying like, "Oh, I had no idea Falgi was like this. I had no idea. Oh, I didn't know this was happening to KJ." That's what they were all saying.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, I don't know how much I believe I don't know it was happening to KJ, but I don't think 700 people knew about that. I can't believe 700 people turned up to that fucking stream, to be honest. But I suppose I am like burning.
Well, I was one of those 700, Beckett. I was very upset with what I got when I showed up. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Just
feel like if there were some more discerning viewers in the ACC, they would be very upset too because they would realize how much they were missing out on.
Yeah, sure. And again, I agree with you. I went over Vlad's sexting stuff and laughed at him being a fucking retard. I'll do it to Falgi. I just want it all of it out, and I've got Rena's DMs with Claudia. I've got all of them now.
But like, who gives a fuck about the drip feed? You were crying about the drip feed too. The drip feed is awesome. Mao is raping Falgi. That's what you should have done.
Okay. I just don't like drip feeds. I'm a bit more one and done. But yeah, sure, whatever. I mean, if you just disagree with me there, that's fine. I also want to see Falgi's response. I'm not sure whether I'll go.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing I was saying as well. You're fucking pushing this retarded shit that Cloudy's Yoko Ono, Cloudy's Kai Joma. Now someone's telling me Dickers is saying this stuff too.
I mean, wait, hold on. So can you just give me like a simple? Are you saying that I'm trying to pass the buck on to Cloudy?
Yeah, that's what I got.
No, like yeah. Okay, just okay. Here's for the record. It doesn't matter what Cloudy's done. It doesn't affect Falgi at all.
I mean, it seems as though you are, in the way you speak about it. First of all, the one thing is, you said, I think Falgi should be given time and space to respond. It's like, I mean, yeah, he can respond anytime he wants. So I don't know what you mean by that, other than, you think there's still space to redeem himself. When, I mean, unless he turns around and says, yeah, I'm having a complete personality transplant. I'm no longer going to be a fat, disgusting 5'6" Italian polyamorous freak who is desperate to manipulate women into being part of my polycule, so much so that I'm getting into embarrassing mind games with Mrao over married women. Unless he comes on stream and says that, I don't know what else is there, because no, you've embarrassed yourself and shown your character in a way that excludes you from ever being considered, a fucking drama commentary guy. You can't ever be in that spot where you're talking shit on people when this is the way you are and the way you're still behaving.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think it really limits them going forward. I mean, you yourself have been like, you don't want to just drive people out of space. If Falgi comes back and then you know, either there's more drama or he tries to fix himself. People do. I mean, Himpleton's fucking come back.
Well, I don't want him. I don't care if he just stops streaming, but I'm sick of retards like Falgi being like, "Oh, he does really good research though. He does really good research though," and you and fucking Dick is repeating this for 6 months when it's patently obvious this guy is subhuman.
Okay,
It's just like it's like absurd. It's like totally absurd, and it's like so obvious. You take one look at this guy on one stream, you look at a guy who is a fat fucking wop, one of a couple that I know, and he presents himself as a little boy with a laser sword, like some Mech Quest AQ Worlds Arctic Games shit.
Not liking my sword in the background, by the way. What's wrong with my sword?
Which sword? I don't know what your sword is. I don't know anything about that.
It's a long sword.
Are you a sword guy? Are you a sword guy?
No, but like
you've got a sword in your room.
Yeah, I got a sword for my birthday. Is that a problem? What's wrong with having a sword? It's not like a replica. Dude. Dude. Sword, it's cool. Where's your sense of whimsy gone, Kuihman?
Bro, I got whimsy. I'm just not a sword guy. I'm just a sword guy. You and counterpoints are like the same type of old dude. Fuck. What was I saying before you brought up the sword?
You're saying
it was patently obvious with this fact. And palling around. Anyone that's doing like these big, like group streams with a bunch of people that can't work their mics properly, that's like a fucking big red flag as well. Like the whole thing is just like it screams in this for the
it's not a Tamagotchi, it's a
the
VPAT.
whole time.
Yeah,
okay. That's all I see. That's all I see is this guy who's in it for e-pussy, basically for like molested e-pussy in the ACC.
Molested e-pussy. Jesus. Okay, so from the perspective of the accusation that it's like all Yoko Ono's fault. Nah, he's fucked. Like, it doesn't really matter what she's done. I think I've been pretty clear on this. Maybe I could be clearer. I'll say it again if you like. Yeah, he's fucked. It doesn't matter what Cloudy's done. Yeah, she's been behind the scenes, and like I think it's fucking ridiculous. But he's responsible. He's a content creator. Why is he letting, even if it is the case where she's done this, why is he letting his fucking girlfriend run off the leash and like fight his fucking battles for him? It's even gayer, if anything. Like he needs his girlfriend to fight his battles.
But wasn't she like an ACC retard the whole time? Didn't he just meet her in Discord and shit?
No, he met her in Hassan's community.
Yeah, but I just figured, I thought she was some artist or some shit, and she was just around anyway and shit.
No, not really. She like makes dolls. I don't know. I've never really talked to Cloudy. I have no. I have had a conversation with her today over this shit, but that's the first time I've ever spoken.
What do you think of Falgi saying that even when he was a Hassan fan, the one thing he always fought with people about was socialized healthcare, because you can't socialize healthcare because it's a job sector. What do you think about that statement?
I don't know. What?
He said you can't socialize healthcare because it's a job sector.
That's kind of retarded. Pretty retarded. I don't know. Americans are retarded about healthcare. That's a retarded position. I don't really have much else.
I wonder, does it, hearing something like that make you think, like, why was he in Hassan's community? Like, if you think that, why are you in Hassan's community? Why are you in Hassan's Discord posting photos of your dinner?
I don't know. I don't know much about Hassan's stuff. I don't know much about Hassan's community.
It's just probably the same reason he's in the ACC, I imagine.
Oh, okay. So the implication here is he's there to pick up. I mean, yeah, probably.
Yeah, okay. It's just like, I feel like these are pretty simple reads that you could have gotten on Falgi like ages ago, though, no? And these guys are like bad news. You shouldn't take them remotely seriously. We give morale a pass, but
yeah, I was gonna say. Okay.
And that's like,
get these reads sooner. I mean,
it just baffles me. It baffles me. I'm like screaming this, like, and then like the whole Craig's a thing. The Craig's a thing. Like, what's this?
Okay,
What's this? Wait, one minute. I need to ask you.
okay.
What's this I hear about Falgi lying about doing the research for the Camera F305 stuff?
I don't know, because I know basically nothing about the Cameron stuff.
Well, apparently Falgi did the research for Diesel's Yandere dev video, but and so he got the blame for fucking up the Cameron F305 Crexer stuff. He took
Nanny.
Nanny did it.
Nanny,
So he took credit for it at some point, I believe.
That's fucking weird. I can go and check with Diesel, but my understanding.
I need to know the truth here. Apparently, he took credit for it, and
I can go and find out,
and took a bunch of shit for it. But then it turned out he was lying about the fact that he did it, so he took shit for it for no reason.
Yeah, that's funny. That's true. Yeah, I can go and talk to Diesel and be like,
we've actually got DMs here from Rena and Falgi about the Cameron stuff. And you can see I'm being mentioned here. Someone searched my name in their DMs, I guess. And Falgi here, basically, they're crying about Falgi getting criticism for that stuff that we were just speaking about, the Cameron F305 and Yandere dev stuff. Yeah, it's all Kuihman people. They expect perfect coverage at all times. And when it isn't, they expect you to capitulate. He doesn't spell capitulate right here. Like, look at this. Dude, this guy's so low IQ, bruh. Capitulate. Every moment of your career. And capitulate, I don't think is even the right word to use that. It's used wrong. Fucking retard. Fucking idiot. So anyway, yeah, he's coping about that. And then Rena's like, yeah, I'm not going to engage with them. Yeah, I don't, lol. They have an opinion, arguing with them in chat doesn't help. Yeah, they don't care anyways. Like, if I'm being real, they want to blame Diesel for Cam getting away, but no one would have known without Diesel. People clearly forget that. Doesn't matter. Kuihman and Aiden are going to look really stupid for glazing her and accepting things that are so easily disprovable. And then Falgi says, yup, because Cam has all that shit. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but when Cameron was pressed for the vindicating evidence he claimed to have, he sat on Aiden's stream and was like, and was like pretending to look for the evidence, and then like cut an audio clip like while he was on the stream to try and like get something. But guys, Cam's gonna have all that shit. They're gonna look so stupid. Cameron's gonna have all that shit. Fucking idiot.
like, is this who was your like researcher for the Yandere dev stuff? That's fine.
Awesome. Okay, I need chatters to remind me stuff from earlier that I said so that I can bring it up now in case I've forgotten anything.
Yeah. Well, they're reminding you. Are you done with Aiden then?
What do you mean by done with Aiden? I'm not done.
And you were like, well, morale gets a pass. Aiden's a retard. Are you like, well, fuck Aiden then?
Well, I don't know what you mean. Like, I'm not like, don't associate with people. I'm like, correctly read them and discuss them accurately. You know, that's always my stand. What do you mean? Am I done with Aiden? Okay. I'm never done with anyone.
Okay.
Unless they're like doing something that's super damaging actively.
Yeah, like unless they're like rapist, pedophile, sure. But yeah. Oh yeah, Beckett burned the bridge with Aiden. So I've heard this. Because Aiden asked me on stream and I said no. I don't, it's not over the doxing thing, it's not over Lio's wife. I said to Aiden on call, as long as he's doing this retarded spiraling with the ACC stuff, I'm just bored of interacting with it. It's just fucking exhausting. I just don't care. When he stopped doing it. Oh, yeah,
that's the other thing I was saying earlier. You call Aiden an ACC lolcow for getting to invest in this stuff, but it seems you are in the same position.
How?
Because you are friends with all these people. You are deep friends with fucking lioconvoy and all this shit, and then when shit happens, you're there doing the exact same shit. You're getting on stream, grandstanding about absolute fucking minute bullshit, little friendship faux pas.
Hold on. Firstly, KJ is not ACC. This is like someone who's a researcher who's done work and is like completely separate from the fucking community.
No, but Falgi's ACC, and this is all connected to ACC. This is all about ACC. It's all connected to Sai Scribbles and Malcolm and all this fucking and
yeah, and he's fucking gay.
Akibar or whatever the fuck his name is.
I'm calling
all this shit is
caring. Hold on. When the Vlad stuff happened recently, I got on stream and laughed at Vlad and said it was completely fair game to laugh at Vlad. and was like, yeah, this is fucking hilarious. Tear them apart. I didn't moralize to anyone. I was like, oh, this is so bad that people are making content out of this. I was like, yeah, this is completely fair fucking game. What? When am I moralizing? I'm just
in your stream last
laughing.
night. In your stream last night, the
In my stream
grandstanding last night.
yes, but
it was
okay.
There were moments where you're going. You go. Sorry, it's not even just to Killjoy. It's to Ash too. You go. If I'd known, I would have stepped in. I would have stepped in.
Yeah, if I'd known, I would have stepped in. But that's not because of ACC shit. Like, no. Hold on. You can call me gay and everything, but this has been my consistent position with editors, as you yourself fucking pointed out the other night, Kuihman. Didn't Beckett get all crazy about Will and his channel not paying his editor? I've done this with Wick. I've done this with Will and his channel. I believe I've done this with other people. This isn't ACC shit. If you don't like my standard or you think it's gay for me to care this much, fine. But I've been consistent long before I was in the ACC that, like, I fucking hate people who screw with their staff. Like, I don't know what to tell you. This isn't new.
I don't know, man. There's a gap between... Because I don't think Ash was even fucking paid for being on the Opblock stream.
Yes, she was.
Right? For being on the stream?
I have to check. I believe there was a dividend paid. Yeah, and then it changed.
I thought she was paid. She was
editing.
sometimes paid for thumbnails and editing. Was my understanding.
Yeah, and then it became more formalized. But like, so yeah, there was payment involved in these things.
Because the thing is that being kicked off the host role, that was when you were saying, I would have stepped in. It was around when Ash was being told, you can't host on the stream if you're working for Malcolm. Wait, Dicker's got taken down for breaking nudity TOS? What? There's no way, bro. Did he open the CP on stream by mistake?
No, that's not what I said. I said
the Lakari moment. Dicker's had a Lakari moment. No, I'm saying around that point. I'm just saying that around that point where that happened,
around that time
is where you say...
If I'd known about the slander about Ash, like KJ and Q going over to Saya Malcolm's community and becoming gay oppers against all of them and get a slander campaign, that's what I would have stepped in because their staff, particularly on like Ash and KJ's part. Q, I mean, again, it's shitty, but I care less. This isn't a paid.
I don't even understand. Why is there all this fucking... You know, why is it even a problem if people are in Malcolm's community? Why does everyone hate Malcolm
question.
Now?
I don't hate Malcolm. I was DMing him today. We're friends.
Wait. Nicandros, please tell me it's a joke. He watched the Mama Max video on stream and tried to get into a Discord call with a pedophile he fished from the kids' chat website. He was doing, like, his own Mama Max. What a fucking retard, dude. What a fucking retard. So why does it matter? How would Falgi telling people that they're in Malcolm's community cut them off?
Like, that's a very good fucking question, Kuihman.
But how is it a slander campaign?
Because it's...
I'm not going to go as far as saying deserved. But it is kind of play stupid games, you know?
Falgi's the one cutting them off? And then lying about them?
But you're saying you would have stepped in because it's hurting them to other people, basically. But how does it hurt them to other people? It doesn't sound like it matters. Stepping on a visible rate.
Because he was running around being like, these people aren't just... He's not running around being like, these people are working for Malcolm. He's being like, these people are A-logging for Malcolm, and they're feeding Malcolm information, and you can't trust them. And this person's a doxer, and this person's lying to us.
Who did they tell they were feeding Malcolm info to?
So they told that to, like... my admins. They tried to feed that information through them to me. They tried to feed it to Diesel to get Diesel to cut these people off when he's working with them. Like, I think there's like, I think this is also spread into like the general ACC space, though they don't operate there, so it matters less.
He won't have a 7-day ban if he doesn't already have a strike for nudity. If he doesn't already have a strike for sexual content, he'll be fine. He'll be able to go live again, no problem. If he's already got a warning for sexual content, then yeah, we'll be gone for a week.
But yeah, like from like the general community,
I'm hearing Beckett and Falgi's communities hate Malcolm for disagreeing about Lio.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't hate Malcolm.
I mean, that's assuming. Well, I mean, assuming it's counted as a strike. Sometimes they just take the stream down.
It's fucking retarded.
So where has this come from? Why? Let's roll this back, Zach. Communities hate Malcolm for
ACC space.
We're getting towards like the actual good bit now, guys.
Right there, so it matters less. But yeah, like from like the general community,
I'm hearing Beckett and Falgi's communities hate Malcolm for disagreeing about Lio.
Yeah, that's true, but I don't hate Malcolm, and I think the Malcolm hate is fucking retarded.
So where
I'm
has this come
friends with
from?
Malcolm.
Why do they hate Malcolm? Where has this come
Because
from?
Malcolm's really mean about me, and people take it personally.
Oh,
Except
so
for me,
okay.
apparently. I just it's gay. I'm just like, who cares? He's a content creator. Like again, Malcolm will confirm this. We talk in DMs semi-regularly, and we're fine with each other. I literally sent him this diesel call that I covered today.
Why do you think you have
this
this intensely parasocial audience?
I think a lot of audiences are intensely parasocial, Kuihman, but like I don't know. Malcolm talks a lot of shit and people get upset.
But that's not
Like,
why
Malcolm
you've
does
got
too.
the intensely
Malcolm,
parasocial
no,
audience.
Malcolm also.
You
has,
you
like,
have said, you have already classified this audience, the audience that you have. You said it about someone else's community, but it's the same audience.
Do you think your audience is intensely parasocial, Kuihman?
On how it depends how you're grading it. It depends how you grade it. I don't think it's more than average. No, I don't think it's more than average. There are some times where I see certain chatters, I'm like, okay, you've got a problem. But broadly, no.
In different ways. In different ways.
My audience are militantly ideological. That's what my audience are. Okay. No, it's not different. It's a different thing to parasocial. It may be off-putting to some people, but it's not the same as parasocial.
I mean, define. Okay, sure. Define parasocial then.
Well, it seems like you described it as parasocial. You described the ACC, Falgi's audience, that sort of end of things as parasocial. Now, you must realize it's the same people, Beckett. It's the same people in your audience. So what did you mean by parasocial when you said that?
Okay, so what I'm describing when I say parasocial in particular is the fact that Falgi is interacting with these chatters in his Discord. He's much more available to them. Generally, I'm not available to my audience in that way. No one is really sending me things other than content they think I'd be interested.
So I didn't pull Beckett up on this at the time, and I just use the term the way he's using it because it's just a rape term. But this is not what parasocial means. If Falgi's talking to these people in Discord VCs, that's just social. It's not parasocial. It's not what the term means. But no one uses it the way it's actually meant to be used anymore. It's just like become nonsense.
Or like something they want to see me cover. I'm not like having nice conversations with these people. That's not the same for Falgi or other creators. I think to an extent, a meta conversation, all stream audiences become parasocial to some level, but the only people I really talk to on Discord are other creators, mate.
I don't think that's what we were talking about. I don't think it was just about Falgi talking to his audience. No, we were talking about the nature of the audience being parasocial. We were not, back when you referred to them as parasocial, we were not just talking about.
Well, I describe audience members, if they don't get enough attention, leaving and getting upset as intensely parasocial, but I don't feed those people. That's why these people in this case fucking turned on me, because I didn't engage in that parasocial behavior, because it's fucking weird. Right? If I was engaging with it, I wouldn't have had like people leave my community over this and lost mods. Those parasocial people would stay because I'd be doing it. Like,
okay. So don't you think, Beckett, it may have something to do with the fact that you surround yourself with people that do this intensely parasocial thing with their audience? That you're with lioconvoy, who does like the 50-person Senate calls, which is like half of, it's like more people than he has watching his streams half the time, I'm sure. That there's Falgi around. That there's all these people around that all have these big Discords where they're doing all this insane shit, and then you've now got all of those people, all those hundreds of people collectively that are involved in these intense parasocial networks following you around as well.
Well, I've got a mix, right? So my Discord is like active with, say, 100 people, but like most of my viewers are not in my Discord, mate. Right?
Yeah.
And they're not like super active in my Discord every fucking day.
Sure.
And I would consider that as my core audience. My Discord's like the community that's grown around it, but it's like, I don't know. Okay, this is like a really hard one to argue because sure, maybe.
But I think okay. I guess my point is here. It seems like, you're saying, oh, I hate all this parasocial stuff, but it does seem to gravitate around you. and
It has a bleed over, sure.
and you don't seem to you know, the people doing it, the people that are causing it, the nexus points for all these parasocial people, you're not like sat there like, oh wow, yeah, this Falgi guy's like kind of a fucking retard and he's involved in all this Discord shit. You're not like sat there saying that and being oppositional to it. Only at the very only at the 11th hour is it.
So okay, my answer would be to that. If I had known of the extent that Falgi was being parasocial with this group, I would have done something sooner, and it probably would have been a fucking issue. And I will say this as well, like, because I don't know whether this is kind of, I don't know, comes across in the stream. I've had issues with Falgi because I said I'm bitching about him. Like, Falgi and I have had like issues over the last couple of months because he's become intensely annoying, and other people have noticed. So it's not like I haven't done anything. Like, I've had comments about it because, like, yeah, he's like fucking gone off the wall way fucking more.
So, like, my point here was obviously about saying this stuff publicly, being oppositional publicly, so you don't have that, you know, shit following you. But he's just like saying, "Oh yeah, no, I told Falgi he was being annoying." Okay, what do you mean by that?
He started to get like really egotistical. Like, I think I described him as LARPing as 2016 Keemstar to his face. It was just intensely gay, and like he came on my stream at one point, and he was like, "Oh, if you say this about my friend, quite, I like had to stop him before he started like giving like a fucking death threat on my stream. It was bizarre."
Wait, you said he was making death threats on your stream.
I had to stop him from making a death threat to somebody on my stream. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not that crazy.
So yeah, it's been like I don't know.
I felt the corporate speak in private is worse than making death threats.
I'm not moralizing about the death threat. I'm like, I don't want.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, you know, in every way, it's worse. In every way, it's worse.
Okay, sure.
So it doesn't matter whether you're moralizing or not, because in every way, the corporate speak in private, we're talking about your, you know, 100 viewer YouTube channel is worse. So what happened? So okay, I don't quite understand. How did Falgi become the face of the op block?
Again, this is like so fucking weird. So he moves into Diesel's community. He joins like Diesel's news team. That's what the op block is. They occasionally streams. They're just doing docket work for Diesel.
Is it still that, or is it now gone? Is it now not that?
It's not that. I mean, Diesel's not really making content because he's like doing his IRL stuff. He's like started a business.
Who is the owner of the op block? Because surely Diesel would be the owner of his news team.
No. So he's like, Diesel set up the news team, and the news team decided to make their own channel, and that became the op block. Kind of like how your channel was originally the Spice Pit, and then it became Kuihman, right?
No, it was never the Spice Pit.
Was it not? Like, I thought
no, Chud's second channel. Like... Chud's second channel was the Spice Pit, and that became Chud's second channel.
This is brutal. It's been years. I'm getting the lore wrong. Terrible. I thought you used to stream the Spice Pit stuff there. There were two different periods. At one point, I was doing streams with DK and Forever on my channel, and then that stopped for a while, I think. And then there was another period where we did like a Spice Pit every couple months on Chud's second channel, and those were pretty similar. So I don't begrudge you mixing them up because it was basically the same cast doing similar shit. And then that stopped, and then I started doing more solo stuff on my channel. Yeah, so I mean, but originally you're like super attached to Chud, and that's how you're seen, and then you become like your own thing. That's kind of just what's happened with the op blog. But Falgi wasn't part of that original membership of the op blog. He like came in, joined the news team, joined op blog. Over time, people left op blog, and Falgi just became in charge of it. Fucking somehow, and then like fucking apparently forced out everyone else. It's bizarre, buddy. Couldn't tell you. Fucking weird.
Thank you for the $2 super sticker. Don't kill friends with the hey you pair character emoji. Thank you.
Again, knew nothing about this because I'm gonna be honest. I don't pay that much attention to the people around me. Like I'll eat the accusation of like I tolerate retards too much. Sure.
But it doesn't just seem like, no, I think you are too involved. I think you do, because you talk about how you've been in people's DMs like all day doing it. Like, really, does it take? I just don't see that it takes that
For
much.
this,
I don't
I
see
have. For this, I have.
But I
Right?
feel like I've heard this said many times by you. I feel like I've heard this in like
Okay.
numerous dramas, like surrounding lioconvoy and the ACC. You're like
For some
always
of them,
like,
yeah, like when I'm trying to like work out information, but you know, it's like I'm just trying to gather as much stuff to put a stream together. But the fact that I even have to do that, right? The fact that I have to be like, oh, I had to go to talk to these people. If I was this involved, why would I have to go and do that? I just know what was going on. I'm not posting. People can go and check. I'm not posting in Cat's Lair, or I'm not even in the Guac barrel. I barely post on my own fucking Discord. I don't post in Opblock. I'm not around these fucking I'm not like.
yeah. I guess I see it as a problem that you even know all those names. To be honest, like the fact you even just
Hold
said
on,
those
you know the
words to
names of
me.
other content creators' Discords, Kuihman. Come on.
But yeah, but not
Come
those
on.
ones. Not those ones.
Yeah, okay, fine.
I know,
the name.
Spicy Chat, Icy Chat, Nuki Chat. That's the ones I know.
Okay. You've got. Sure. You hang out in a better or know about a better class of Discord shitter area.
Well, it's
Right,
those.
okay.
I mean, it's also just those three. It's like, you know, I probably couldn't name any more than that. And then you just named the Guac barrel. The fuck is the Guac barrel, dude?
I don't know. It's some server that got made. The only reason I know about Guac is because it got made as part of the 2024 drama as like a middle ground for everyone to speak. So it's like how I actually
Like,
got conversation.
dude, the 2024 drama is a middle ground. Like, well, how do you? So I think this is getting to what I mean by too involved, too invested. The fact you feel it necessary to cover these things. What is blood saying? It was made as a 2024 as a. Dude, I can't even say what he said. It was made as a middle ground to speak during the 2024 drama. Brother, what are you talking about? This is incomprehensible to any normal person. This is a problem. When I stream, I think, how do I make this understandable to someone who's not totally retarded? What is the appeal here to someone who's not a complete fucking retard like me? How can I get a more normal person interested? No, it doesn't seem to be any of that with Becky. Becky is just like, oh, I need to find out what's going on in the guac barrel. No, you don't actually know. You never need to know what's going on in the fucking guac barrel, dude. To go through the absolute minutia of when this Discord was made, for what reason.
I do like shitty drama.
But does that actually matter to the shitter drama, or does what matters to the shitter drama? Is it just, oh, this person's talking about the fact they got molested? Oh, Falgi's cheating on his wife. That's the shitter drama. That's the go. It's not. Oh well, you see, these Discords got made for this reason.
You just asked me, but you're asking me.
But no, but you've looked into it. Why? Why do you feel the need to get this absolutely perfectly right for the ACC shitters? You know, Discord dramas. What? Why do you not just cover it as
talking about tomfoolery and getting stuff wrong? I can't believe I can't.
When it's like retarded relationship shit, that it's like, yeah, you're getting the story. When it's actually the story is being got wrong, that makes sense to get up to be annoyed with.
Okay,
that's not the story. The Discord splinters is not the story. That's not the story. It's never the story.
Okay, sure. I mean, I'm just saying where stuff happened, and again, sure, I'll try and be less autistic.
But it just seems like you are too invested, and that's where this grandstanding comes from. It's like you are so in the mud, so deep in the mud, and it's like just makes no sense.
But with this one. But again, like we've just had these two dramas, right? We've got the Vlad one, and we've got this one. And with the Vlad stuff, I'm not grandstanding. I'm laughing at Vlad being a fucking degenerate, right? I'm also like the Tempest shit, like side of the shit is like fucking crazy. She leaked this herself. She's a fucking retard. But I'm not grandstanding about it. Like sure, if you want to say I am grandstanding about this Killjoy stuff, that's fine.
And the Ash stuff. And the Ash
stuff. That's fine, but that's not because of the ACC. I'm pushing back on you because you have watched me be like this over similar dramas long before I was.
I definitely feel like I've seen a marked change in the ACC stuff. I've definitely feel like I see the same thing between you and Aiden of just getting way too invested and being like it's okay, like it gets to a point where it's like you're friends with all these people and you are vicariously feeling emotions. You're hating people because they're in drama with people you know, like way too much, and that's like a problem. Like, no one can avoid
Okay.
being friends with people and, being too close once in a
Okay,
while.
Can I push?
But
Can I push back on that a little bit, because I don't think that's fair. I genuinely think that's unfair, because lots of people hate Malcolm. I don't hate Malcolm. I'm still friendly with him. Lots of people hate.
we already spoke about the Elden Ring movie. I'll probably watch it. If people say it's not totally fucking terrible. I mean, if it is totally fucking terrible, I'll probably watch it too. If it's middling, if it's like just kind of like a not great video game movie, I won't watch it. But I think it's probably either going to be really good or really bad, so I will probably watch it.
Conspiracy Lima. I don't hate Lima. I get on with Lima. Lots of people hate fucking, I don't know who else. Like, lots of people hate you, or they hate fucking Aiden or Morale.
No, okay, yeah. So
like,
I think you're missing what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you hate you like you're like on teams or some shit like that. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when something personally hurts one of your friends, and that's the drama that's being covered, it's quite, because you're friends with so many people, that's happening like all the time. And it's not saying your take's changing, it's not saying that you're just going along with it because you're friends with the people. It's saying that when you're giving your criticisms, you are grandstanding, you're getting upset about intricate parts of this drama that don't actually really matter to the story. That
Okay.
I don't know how else to put it.
Okay, sure. If that's okay, I'm always happy to reflect, as you know. I'm happy to like have a look over my content. I'll admit I've been doing a lot of ACC shit. I kind of like some of the commentary stuff has just really annoyed me, and I got really fucking bored of hearing about Ethan Hassan Destiny. So I'm very deep in the weeds. I'll happily accept that. Yeah, if I'm doing that, that becomes fair criticism. Like, dude, I don't mind being like, I don't know, have it pointed out to me, because I don't want to be like that. So if that's what you're seeing, and
that's definitely what I was seeing last night. That's what I was seeing last night.
Last night, I will agree with you. That is what I am doing, and I am annoyed, like on behalf of KJ and Ash. And it's not because they're my friends, because I don't hang out with these people. It is because, like, especially with KJ, I will completely own this. It's a guy who's like helped me and is doing a load of work for me for free because of the shit I went through last year with the channel, and I need the help. So I do have an emotional investment. Like, Falgi's fucking over somebody who's done like a massive favor to me. So yeah, I am going to have that like stronger thing, right? Is that unreasonable?
No, that's not wholly unreasonable. No.
Okay. But yeah, sure. I will own morally grandstanding last night. I was pissed off. I was more pissy than normal. I don't want my content to be like that totally, and or at all. I never want to have to do this again. I never want it to occur again. But yes, sure. If your criticism is like I'm grandstanding, I will own that position. But KJ's been good to me, and I will grandstand on this. Yeah, sure. If it becomes more of a thing, if it's more of a problem, then I'll correct it, because I shouldn't be doing that. I call out other people for grandstanding. I've called out Aiden and Morale for doing this moral posturing shit. I think it's gay. So if that is like infecting me, it needs correcting. But in this case, it's just like, yeah, I will stick my neck out for KJ. He's been good to me. He deserves it.
Something else I had a moment ago. Yeah, so okay, there's a couple of things as well.
Sure.
So this was last night. It feels like you can tell, or you could tell at one point. Maybe this is slipped by, but I seem to remember you talking about how, wretched all the Lio found family shit is.
Yeah.
And moving people in with you and all this stupid shit.
Yeah.
Now, Falgi seems to be that exact same type of person, basically, where he's going around trying to pick people up online and fly them out to him and shit like that.
Okay, I will.
And it seems like you didn't notice. It just went over your head.
I had no idea. I had literally no idea.
So you didn't know that he had been in like a previous marriage to fall apart, and he was
I knew
talking
that
Cloudy
he'd been
online,
divorced. I knew he'd been divorced. I didn't know anything about his relationship stuff. I didn't know that he was dating all these chatters. I didn't know he was sexting people. I didn't know, like, there was multiple people, by the way, that Falgi has had these like fucking relationships with. Apparently, it is. I agree with you. Completely fucking wretched and retarded. I had no fucking idea about it. If I had known, I would have directly called him out for it. I didn't know about Vlad's stuff with Tempest either. It doesn't
I guess
surprise me
I guess I
because
just
know
I guess I
Vlad,
just
but,
see
like,
the
I didn't
signs.
know.
I guess I just see these people as those people, and it feels like I definitely saw you on a stream. It was you, Chris the Narc, Falgi, and Diesel on a stream I watched a bit of earlier, talking about some Lily Orchard's drama, I think, or it was about Psy versus Lio versus Pooh. That was the name of the stream or some shit. And Falgi's on there, and he's saying, he's basically giving the Lio defense argument, as I understand it, where he's saying, Lio moved this person in, and they were told to get a job and stop smoking in the house, and that they considered that abusive. And that's all Lio did. That's all Lio did, was tell them to stop smoking in the house and get a job, and that's abuse. And this has never been contested. It's like the whole thing is abusive from the start. That's Lio's whole goal in moving people in, is to abuse them, because he's an abusive, fat old man. That's the whole point. He's looking for disabled adults online that he can move in and have power over. That's obviously what the whole point of the fan family shit is. That's obviously why people do shit like that online, moving random fucking disabled adults in. That's obviously what's happening. The whole thing is fucking abuse. So he's sitting there giving this retarded defense of Lio while you're on stream. My understanding was you didn't have some like retarded view of this where you thought the fan family shit was like cool or normal to like move people in and like do this shit where you're like, but you're on stream. You didn't say anything to Falgi when that's happening. And to me, hearing someone say some shit like that, it's like, what are you covering for? Who are you?
Okay. I mean, I've never protected the fan family stuff. So like, I think abuse is like a high level.
Well, it's an abusive dynamic. That's the point. He's taking people that have
these are like
adults.
No. Hold on.
Yeah. I know that. He's taking people that have no power, that have oftentimes nowhere to live. He's convincing them to uproot themselves because they're in abusive situations or some shit and have autism or whatever, and he moves them into his house. That is an abusive situation. The whole point there, the goal to anyone with an IQ above 90 and no disabilities themselves can see what the point is there. I'm not a fucking retard. What, some fat old man online who wears a lion suit is just out of the kindness of his heart moving people into his home while he goes around dogging people online, screaming at them in these VCs. Give me a break.
Okay, so because that's just, I don't want to defend Lio on this or anything. I'm sick of having to wrangle for him. I don't think that he did it like out of abusiveness. He did it because he's got this weird idea of Christian charity. He's like, I have to take it. Like,
you're a mark.
And it's fucking.
You're a fucking mark.
But it's
you're a mark. You're a mark. You're a mark.
I think you need stronger evidence for abuse, Kuihman.
You're a mark. You're a mark. That's not what you're saying, you stupid fuck. If you want to say, abuse requires a specific act, I don't think the setup alone is abuse. I think you need better evidence than that. Say that. What you just said to me is not that. You're a fucking mark. You saying Lio's got this weird idea. That's you taking his self-reported state of mind as fact when the actions totally contradict it. Well, you're a fucking mark.
Hold on. I just said both of those. Okay. I don't want to argue about this one. I don't care. If you want to be like, that's an abusive dynamic, I think that you need a higher standard to call it abusive. You can call it retarded, you can call it gay, you can call it dangerous, you can call it negligent.
This is why you are too involved. If you are such a fucking mark that you will believe Lio's self-reported state of mind
I would say this
about having Christian charity, and that's why he moves these people into his home.
I'm just giving you his rationale that he gave me. Hold on. I'm just giving you his rationale that he gave me. It doesn't fucking matter. I would say this about anything. The found family stuff and moving people into your house, regardless of who you are, whether you're a lioconvoy or anybody else, is fucking insanely negligent and insane. I just don't want to use the word abuse, Kuihman. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, you just said to me, he does not do that to be abusive. He does it because he has this weird idea of... That's what you said to me. You're not saying...
No, because you said
Reasoning.
Because you said no, hold on. Because you said that the only reason he could do this is abuse. I'm pushing back on that argument and just saying there is another reason why he views it. It doesn't fucking matter. I just don't want to use the word abusive.
There is a Beckett. There is a reason in abstract where you could take someone in and it not be abuse, and it be because you're a good Christian. There is no reason when you look at Lio's behavior and the things he's done and the way these situations have panned out that makes sense that is not abuse. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying there's no reason anyone could ever take someone in, but for you to respond when I'm obviously talking about Lio's situation with his self-reported state of mind, obviously that is contradicted by the actions he takes. Obviously this guy's not a good fucking Christian. Obviously he's not got this, great idea of Christian ethics where he's got to take people in. No, he's had repeated issues with these people that he's taken in because he's an abusive, disgusting, fat old man. That's why.
But, okay, fine. I'm not trying to, all I'm arguing here is I don't want to sit here and use the word abusive. I've used many other words for it.
Okay, that's not what you said to me. I'll accept that you're saying that. Not what you said to me. And I'm not saying this to own you or some stupid shit like that, Beckett. I'm saying this. You should reflect on why you reflexively said to me Lio's self-reported state of mind is the reasoning for his actions in place of abuse. You should reflect on why you responded to me that way.
You're right. And it's probably because I get asked these questions so fucking much and I'm really sick of it. Sure, I'll reflect on that. I just don't want to use the word abusive. That's all.
Okay. That's why people call you a sweeper.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay.
Okay.
Fair.
All right. Well, I'm good. I'm good. I think I've probably gone through everything. Do you want to say anything else or?
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
It's always nice to catch up.
All right. We'll leave it there then. All right. Thanks for coming on, Beckett.
Peace,
Yeah, that was the Beckett conversation. That was the Becky conversation last night.